What is up, YouTube? In this video, I want to share with you guys 16 side hustle ideas or business ideas that I think are very profitable, are good to start for now and moving on and for 2022. So with no further ado, let's jump into it. They're all written down on my phone, so I will be glancing down my phone in between this video to remember all the ideas that I have written down. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, guys, so right now, I know a lot of people are looking for side hustles, extra ways to make money, especially after last year, COVID. A lot of people were laid off, and a lot of people are actually quitting their jobs right now. So a lot of people actually don't want to go back to being employed. One reason is also being that people who are unemployment were actually making more money being unemployed and getting money from the government than actually working a job. Rightfully so, a lot of people also don't want to go back because of wages. Now, that has forced a lot of jobs to increase their pay to workers. But unfortunately, inflation is going through the roof, so that pay increase isn't really helping out at all because the cost of living is going up. And if cost of living goes up with wages, then you never really are able to get ahead.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
So I believe the way to do that is to start your own business or side hustle to supplement your income. So idea number one on the list that I've written down is window tinting mobile business. And these ideas will be in no specific order, but I think window tinting mobile business is a good business because one, it's not a high cost of entry to get started with the business. Pretty much you need to buy some, window tint at different percentages depending on what people like for their car. As well as the tools, which don't cost that much. All you really need for this is experience. And if you have no experience right now, then you do have free resources like YouTube that you can do your research and then start to practice maybe on your own vehicle until you get good enough to then charge for it. And so this being a mobile business, a lot of people like convenience these days. So a lot of people don't want to drop their car off somewhere and get a ride back home and wait for it to be, to get picked back up. So if you can do a mobile business and go to somebody, go to their location, maybe you tint someone's windows while they're at work or while they're at home just chilling, then I think it's a good business. You can charge a pretty good price for that. So that is idea number one, a window tinting business. Idea number two is a mobile notary. So we're sticking with the mobile theme. If you guys don't know, so a notary is a person who has the stamp and they notarize things for people. Like you can be like a real estate mortgage loan, I think like a mortgage notary person or something like that. But anyway, that's one of the niches you can go to within notary. And notaries also they just stamp and notarize like documents and kind of make them legal or binding, whatever. A notary acts as like a witness between two parties pretty much. That is idea number two. And also a notary does not cost much to get your notary license. I know in my state, I feel like it's throughout the whole process, maybe like $150, $200. That's between the education and actually getting your your notary stamp and all that stuff. Idea number three is one of the simple ones that a lot of people are talking about, which is gig economy. So doing things such as Uber, Lyft, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub. Those are some of the things you can just, if you have a car and some time in the cell phone, then you can now have a little side hustle. So on the weekends, you could drive for Uber. During the day, if you have free time, you could DoorDash, Lyft, Instacart, which is one where you personal shop for people. Now, what I've realized is because on this channel, I don't just want to talk about side hustles. I want to actually do them and test them out. We will be testing out DoorDash. We will be testing out like Uber Eats and driving for Uber, just as a challenge to see how much money you can make. And then hopefully you guys, if you're interested and you see it makes enough money for you to garner your attention, then you go try it for yourself. But I actually want to have fun with this content and show some hands-on stuff. So we will be actually participating. One thing I noticed with trying to sign up for some of these apps is that the opportunities are full in certain areas. Like I could not become a dasher because there's a wait list for DoorDash and also Instacart. So I think Uber Eats is available, but the other ones wasn't. So I really wanted to try DoorDash, but I won't be able to, unfortunately, in my area. But maybe if you live in a bigger city, Florida, maybe like Miami, Florida or something like that, or Tampa or LA, then there might be more opportunity available than there is here in North Carolina for me. Anyway, so going on from there, idea number four is photography/drone footage. So this could be a little side hustle. Maybe you network with real estate agents, realtors, or different companies like that, and you maybe charge $100 for neighborhood shots or whatever, or drone footage of the property. And then also on the photography side, if you're nice with the camera, you can shoot photography for weddings or different events. There's events are starting to come back up, which is good. So market yourself and start doing photography for events that happen around town, whether it's networking events or stuff like that, basketball games, sports events. As well as photography, you can also, just a specific niche within photography is you could sell professional headshot photos. I'm actually not even a photographer, but I have a best friend who, back when I used to have a DSLR camera. I don't anymore. But I was practicing taking photos, and actually can't talk. To this day, the photo I took for him has been like his professional photo he's used on LinkedIn and for all his flyers within his business and stuff. So obviously I didn't charge him, it's just my friend. I was just doing it because I had a camera. But it could be a side hustle. I think you can easily charge, maybe 50 to 100 bucks, if not more, for a few headshots for people for their professional profiles and whatnot. Idea number 5, which is one of my favorites I'm currently doing right now, is trading Forex. Now, if you ever heard of Forex, you might be thinking to yourself, scam, MLM, and you might be thinking of that one company like IML or something like that, where it's like network marketing. I'm in Forex, but I'm not in any MLM or any network marketing company, nothing like that. I'm doing it on my own. Forex is the largest financial market in the world, worth like trillions of dollars. Every country has their own currency. So I'm currently going through my own Forex journey right now. And actually, since we're doing this video right now, I'm gonna go ahead and open up. I'm in a live trade right now, and I'm doing a small account challenge. The account started off at $500, and I'm in a position right now for we're buying Bitcoin. I don't know if you guys can see that. Let's see if it clears up or not. There we go. So you guys can see right now I'm $94 in profit, and this is only within a matter of, it's actually at 100 now, but this is only a matter of like an hour. I just entered the position an hour ago from my phone, and right now I can take and close the position out and be up $100 in a matter of an hour without any labor. But I'm doing what's called a trailing stop loss. Not gonna get into those details because it's not a Forex trading video. But anyway, I'm just writing this position out because I believe Bitcoin's gonna go higher. So hopefully to make more money than 100. But anyway, that's 100 bucks, guys, in 1 hour from my phone. So that was number, let me get my count back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 6, item number 6 is become an eBay/Amazon seller or reseller. So the eBay side, I have experience with eBay, a little bit of e-commerce because, as I said before in other videos, I've tried different side hustles throughout my journey, and before I got to doing pressure washing as like my full-time income, I was trying different things. So eBay is a great way to get started an e-commerce platform. Buying things, shipping them out, all that stuff. So eBay is very easy to sign up for. It's free. You just need to get you an eBay seller's account. And the first thing you can do is simply resell items. So one thing you can do is just go around your home right now and look for items to resell that you no longer use anymore. Electronics, sneakers, clothes, antiques, stuff like that, collectibles, and sell it on eBay. There's plenty of videos to learn the eBay platform, so I'm not really gonna go into details with that. You can also be someone who buys things at a discount in stores and resells them online on platforms like eBay or Amazon. Now, specifically, when it comes to Amazon, most people on Amazon are doing what's called Amazon FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, which basically means you just source products and you ship them to Amazon's warehouses, and they do everything else from there. They manage inventory, they ship it out, all those good stuff, and then Amazon just takes a little cut and you make your money. Now, that industry is very competitive, and it can be pricey to get started in Amazon FBA, but do your research. It could be a great business for you to start, especially as a little part-time side hustle. The other thing with eBay, my last side hustle with eBay, specifically what I was reselling was cell phones, and mainly cell phones like iPhones. And we actually will be testing out that side hustle for this channel. I'm super excited about all these things we got going on, guys. You guys are gonna love the new content, I promise. So that was number 6, Amazon eBay reseller. I definitely recommend trying it out, especially if you have time and it's pretty much a from home business besides going out and sourcing products, whether you do that in person or online. Number 7 is become a content creator, guys. I'm encouraging everybody who's not afraid to get in front of a camera to get into your content creator bag. You just never know what type of audience you can garner. Like, guys, I'm so grateful for 10,000 subscribers. I never thought that I would have 10,000 subscribers. I mean, and it's just a start. I really want to grow this channel to 100K plus. So we're going to be going hard with the content. I keep saying that, but I really mean it. Because I believe that this channel has a lot more potential to grow a lot bigger. And I'm going to put the work in to get there. And I appreciate everyone who supported thus far. But specifically nowadays, guys, content has become one of the #1 things. Brands are working with content creators, and you have more than ever, you have the ability to bypass basically the gatekeepers and basically become like your own media company. And all you have to do is pull out a camera. Don't be afraid to put your face on camera, or some channels don't even have their faceless channels where they're just resharing content, stuff like that. Just make sure you're not doing any violating any of the rules with the content. Anyway, copyright is what we're looking for specifically. But Guys, I mean, from YouTube alone, just putting out videos, building up enough channel, you could be making a passive income just from YouTube alone, just by putting out videos. And then the next step from that, you know, you can start to get sponsorships or sell your own products or direct them to your own, whatever, you know, whether you have a private like Discord group or you're selling, or you have courses, or you have in-person events. Anyway, attention is income. You know, attention is money, really. I don't say income, but it's money, because where attention goes, money flows. And so that's why advertisers pay, you know, millions and billions of dollars to get attention, because once they have that attention, they know they can sell more products or do whatever they want with it. So definitely start, you know, putting out content, whether you have a skill set, hobbies, you just want to start a lifestyle channel, or you have a specific knowledge. Start a channel. You just never know what could happen. So I'm really going to encourage you guys to start your YouTube channel and talk about whatever you want, because there's probably an audience that wants to hear about what you have to say. And it's crazy to say that, but that's just how it really works. So start a YouTube channel, you know, create you a TikTok, you know, start posting actual, you know, valuable content on Instagram and stuff like that. And the biggest thing is provide value. And value can be summed up as, it could be entertaining people, making people laugh. That's a value. Teaching people, that's a value. Those are different things. Encouraging people, that's a value. So those are just some ideas of what it means to bring value to the marketplace. And so that's something you want to do with content as well as business, any business you start. I believe that was number 7. Number 8 is, do you have a special skill? Are you smart? Are you knowledgeable in something? Is there a hobby you're good at? Like, can you play an instrument? Do you know, are you fluent in other languages? Are you a really good chef or cook? Can you build or fix things? If so, that kind of correlates with the previous business or side hustle to start, which is become a content creator. But leads us into number 8 is specifically selling your knowledge. And you can sell your knowledge in 2 main forms, which is going to be in the form of digitally. So you can build out your own course or program. Platforms you can do this on is, one, you can build it on your own platform where you're responsible for marketing and people and bringing awareness to that platform. So you could do things like build on this platform's called Gumroad, I think, something like that. Kajabi, WordPress, Teachable. Those are really, Teachable is pretty easy platform to set up on, but you can build your own course out and program, whether you're teaching a skill set or how to do something. I highly recommend it. So if you're good with the camera, if you're good with videography, if you're good with, like I said, hunting, whatever the niche is, figure out what your niche is, you can monetize it if you're good enough, and you don't even have to be a complete expert. All you have to do is know who your audience is and be more skilled at that thing you're trying to teach them than they are, and you're able to provide them, you know, a result and some guidance. So if you don't want to build your own platform, there's places like Skillshare and Udemy where you can leverage their platform, and your course would be hosted on there, and they also do a lot of the marketing and promotion for you. And you sit back and it becomes pretty passive, unless you have like an active group where you're consistently engaging with your students and whatnot. So I highly recommend do that. Like I said, guys, if you have those type of skill sets or any knowledge that is monetizable, which is a lot of things, I highly recommend that you do that. And you can also do physical tutoring as well, or hands-on things if you want to. So you don't have to, it doesn't have to be digital. It can be physical as well, in the form of hosting live events, or doing like one-on-one tutoring or coaching, and it can be like remotely. It could be through Zoom, or it can be in person if that's what you want to go after. But I do highly recommend that one because I think it's a very scalable business if it's in the digital form. Physical, not as scalable, because every time you get a new client, it means more time you're exchanging with them. But if it's digital, and the platform, everything's already built out, then now it has scalability. And I think that's very important when you think about growing your income, is what you're attempting to do, is it scalable? Does it have scalability aspect to it? And so digital allows for that scalability. So there's that one. Number 8 is invest in cryptocurrencies. Right now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, some of you guys probably definitely won't have a clue what the heck crypto is. I would describe crypto as digital currency, which in a sense, our currency is mainly already digital because you're using credit cards and debit cards all the time. So you hardly ever even touch cash unless the place requires it. But crypto specifically is decentralized currency. So unlike us using the US dollar is still the dollar, whether it's in cash or whether it's on card. But cryptocurrency basically takes the power, gives the power back to the people, and it leverages a technology called the blockchain. Now, I'm not gonna get into it because I'm not a crypto expert, but if you wanna learn more about cryptocurrency, do check out my friend Brian Jung's page, his Instagram channel. He just hit 1 million subscribers, so shout out to him. And he talks about cryptocurrencies, which ones to look at, you know, how to get started with crypto, all that good stuff. So I highly recommend it. But I will show you guys some of the charts. I'll put it either here, or maybe the whole screen. And you guys can see what type of gains are being made on cryptocurrency in a month. So right now, if you're skeptical and you're just thinking to yourself, I don't want to invest in crypto, or this is sketchy, or I don't want to lose my money. Take a small amount of money you're not afraid to lose, whatever that might be for you. Maybe it's $100, $50, maybe it's $500 or $5,000. Whatever it is, put it, an amount of money you're not afraid to lose. Take it, invest it in the cryptocurrency. I will say invest in only like the top 10 cryptocurrencies because those are the more stable ones. Then there's so many cryptocurrencies popping up. So don't just go throwing it on this crap coin and that crap coin. Actually, I would say the top 2 right now are going to be Bitcoin, Ethereum. You have others like called Polkadot. You have XRP, which is not like a huge one, but it's still in the list. There's also Cardano. But anyway, guys, look into cryptocurrency because it's it's an easy possibility for cryptos are constantly doing 25% a month, 30% a month. A lot of these cryptocurrencies are up 300, 400+% in a whole year. Now, just to compare against average stock market returns, people are looking to get maybe like 10%, 12% in a year, and that's considered really good. But you could do that in a month with your money. So imagine, taking $1,000 and just passively sticking it into a cryptocurrency and boom, 30 days later, it's done 40%, 30% without you having to do any work. So highly suggest looking at the cryptocurrencies and just getting educated on the space because crypto will take over, guys. If you don't know about it right now, it will be bigger in the future. It's only going to get bigger. I think this crypto is unstoppable I can't talk today, guys, as well as NFTs. Anyway, guys, so definitely take a look at the crypto and NFT space. And like I said, be sure to check out on my friend Brian Jung's page to learn more about crypto. Number 9 is start an Airbnb or Turo business. These are 2 platforms that allow you to basically leverage things you already have. How do I describe the platform? It's like a shared revenue type platforms. So Airbnb, if you've never used it, is a place where it allows people to host their properties on Airbnb's website and people rent them out. So instead of staying in a hotel, you might go on Airbnb and find a house to rent out or an apartment if you're on vacation in any city. Now, I mainly use Airbnb when I travel, unless I'm in certain cities like Vegas or places where I have a nice hotel status at, then I'll stay at the hotel instead. But a lot of times I do use Airbnb, one, because you can negotiate your prices on there. A lot of people don't know that. They have a price listed, but sometimes you can message and get a little discount. But Airbnb might compensate your needs more, especially if you're going on vacation for a week. You might want to stay at a house because maybe you want to cook some. You want it to feel more of a home than just being in a hotel for a whole week or so. Or maybe you need more space and you're having multiple families share a property. So you also can benefit on that. Maybe you have a lake house or a beach house that you guys don't use or leverage that much. Definitely post it on Airbnb and start making some passive income. Hire a property management company to manage that property for you. That means that they'll come in and handle cleaners. They'll handle the guests, and you don't have to do anything pretty much besides collect a paycheck. Turo, on the other hand, is a platform that allows you to rent out your cars. So if you want to rent out, you become a car rental company almost immediately. So if you have a car that you don't drive that much and maybe it's paid for, maybe it's not, but you want to make some money off of it, you can post it on Turo. And these are platforms where they do the marketing for you. All you have to do is pretty much provide the asset. So maybe you have an extra room in your house or you have a whole house that you're not using. You can put on Airbnb and they do all the marketing for you. Turo, if you have an extra vehicle, you put it on their platform and they do all the marketing for you, and you just have to manage the customers, which means like just the pick up and drop off and stuff like that. That is on your end. But a lot of people are making pretty good money with both Airbnb and Turo. I will say Turo isn't as profitable if you just have one vehicle, or most people who are making decent money on Turo are scaling up by having multiple vehicles. But Airbnb, I will say, in my opinion, is a little bit more profitable as a platform. But obviously, the cost of entry is really going to be dependent on what you currently have. Maybe you currently have an extra room you want to rent out, or maybe you have a whole house. If you already have the asset, then you're good to go. It's less cost of goods because you're just getting started with something that you already have. So it will cost you nothing. But some people do buy houses to post on there, specifically just the Airbnb. And the reason why is because if, say, for example, you buy a house and the mortgage payment, and say all the costs with the homeowner's insurance, all those different things, electricity, at the end of the month, say it's costing you $1,500 a month, right? If you was to buy that house and just put a tenant in there, maybe you make $2,000 a month, or maybe you make like $1,700, and your profit is really only $200, but they're paying on the mortgage for you, right? Vice versa, if you put that same property on Airbnb and say you're in an area that has a lot of tourism, then per night, say for example, you rent that property out $100 per night times 30 days, you're making more money. And that's just, I just threw $100 out randomly. Say you might charge $150 a night or whatever it is. Now, if you have different tenants in every couple of days that are each paying you higher amounts of money, at the end of the day, in the 30 days, you're gonna make more money by having it on Airbnb than just renting it out to a sole tenant that might destroy your house. So anyway, guys, do your research on that. Once again, there's plenty of content creators already talking about those things and showing you specifically how to do it. So I'm not gonna go into too much more detail. But number 10 is, since this channel did start off as, and it has been for a long time, specifically about pressure washing, I'm not gonna say start a pressure washing business, but a side hustle from pressure washing is if you are someone who's good at building things, then you can build pressure washing trailers on the side for other people who are getting started in the industry. A lot of people when they get started are looking to have trailers built. So if you know how to do that, then that is a great way to monetize. And if you do build trailers, I would start a YouTube channel around the fact that you build trailers. And now you have basically free marketing for your business. Plus you're getting an audience. And then if you build it big enough, you can start to make money not only off of building trailers, but off of people watching you build trailers. And this is how pretty much you create other streams of income without having to diversify yourself too much and extend your focus beyond your main thing. That was number 10. Number 11 is start a standing still business. This is something I'm highly considering adding to my pressure washing business this next upcoming season. One being because I've gotten asked so many times over the years I've been in business, what else do you do? Or if they want me to wash the deck, do you stain them too? And reason why I would say standing and sealing is more even in demand now is because the cost of lumber throughout COVID and stuff has gone way through the roof. So instead of people building or decks from the ground up, people who have existing decks and fences, rather just have them basically, what's the word I want to use? Revived, basically. You know, they want some life brought back to them. So maybe they need a few pieces of wood replaced and maybe just needs to be sanded and restained. If you know how to do that, it is a high ticket service. So I definitely recommend checking it out and adding it to your business. Now you can do this business as a standalone and make pretty good money, or you can add it on to your existing pressure washing business, which will probably be what I'm going to do for my company. So yeah, definitely look into starting a stainless steel business. I will attach the education. I think there's Stainless Steel University on YouTube. Look them up. I think it's Caleb Roth. If I said his name right, this is his book, Stainless Steel Experts, right here. I have it. I went to a pressure washing conference earlier this year and got that information. So definitely look into that. Could be a very profitable service for you to start. Number 12 is start a window cleaning business. So that kind of coincides with pressure washing too, but you can start a window cleaning business aside from pressure washing and just be a sole standalone thing. If I was to start one, what I would personally do is, either I wouldn't want to do the work. What I would do is do all the sales and marketing initially, get residual contracts, and then subcontract the work or, hire an employee to go handle all those contracts. And so, I would try to focus as much on really just sales and marketing to get those residual contracts. So that way, your base of your monthly income is going to be a set amount, because now every time a new customer comes in, you sign a contract for maybe to do their windows every 2 weeks or once a month. And so now all you're focusing on is building an initial base. And then now that you have all the work built up, that's going to be residual, you can just hire somebody and outsource it. And versus having to use, those typical like squeegee systems, I would invest a little bit more money and buy like a water-fed pole, which goes through basically a water purification process, which allows for spot-free window cleaning. So the water-fed pole system, I think they'll start about $800 for like the lower end ones and go up from there to maybe like $2,000 or $3,000, maybe even more for like, the real advanced systems. A lot of them have like extension poles so you can reach second and third stories from the ground. But that's one of the business ideas I would say start, and just find creative ways to market yourself. The base thing you can do though, if you want to start this business, is start door to door. The cost of entry can be low if you just want to. You don't have to start with a water-fed pole system if you don't have the money. Maybe just start with a bucket, a squeegee, and whatever the little like equipment is, and you're in $50, and $50 and some hustle can make you a lot of money. That's all I want to say with that. Number 12 is one I recently learned about. I think my count is off, guys. I think I'm on like 13 or 14 actually. Let's say I'm on 13. Started a hardwood floor cleaning / resurfacing business. Months back when I started my carpet cleaning business, which people are asking me, just so people will stop asking me, I sold my carpet cleaning equipment. The reason why is because I had the clientele and the interest in the business, but what I didn't like was having to load and unload the equipment on every appointment. So if I was to restart a carpet cleaning business, what I would do is buy a mounted system. And the reason why I stopped because of the loading and unloading is because it reminded me of when I first started my pressure washing business, having to unload and reload equipment every job. And I'm past that now because my equipment is stationary. So I don't take out my pressure washer. I don't take out the hoses that, it's on hose reels. So it just reminded me of that. And I didn't want to do it. It was just the loading and unloading part was so annoying. Now the carpet cleaning part wasn't that bad. And I think we would have had a lot of success growing it, but I just didn't want to, first of all, invest the money in a mounted system starting off. But I also didn't want to invest the time with having to load and unload the equipment. So I went ahead and just dubbed it. But we did have the interest and we still get people inquiring about it, but we just don't offer it anymore. But from there, when I was doing my carpet cleaning research, I entered into a carpet cleaning group on Facebook where there's thousands of members, and it's ran by a guy named Courtney. I think his name is Courtney Lee, and he has a big YouTube channel on carpet cleaning. But I think about a year ago, he switched to hardwood floor cleaning, and man, he's been making big money as well as others cleaning hardwood floors, because the cost of replacing hardwood floors can be $10,000 and more depending on what type of hardwood floors. So they're making thousands, $1,500, $2,000 doing things like cleaning floors and resurfacing them, cleaning them, adding, fresh polish, whatever to the floors. So if you're interested in learning about the hardwood floor cleaning business, I will tag the Facebook the carpet cleaning group below. And I would definitely tap in with Courtney Lee. Now he charges, I think $1,500, $2,000 to do a ride along with him, as well as get into the separate Facebook group that's specifically for hardwood floor cleaning, and you can get educated. But like I said, these guys are making thousands of dollars, and it's a niche I personally would have never thought about had I not been in the carpet cleaning group. So that might be something you want to look into. Just do your market research, but there could be big bucks in there, and it is a high ticket service. So you're dealing with high ticket clientele versus just pressure washing. You might deal with a $200 client, or you might deal with a $1,000 client. But with the hardwood floor cleaning business, I've seen that most of the tickets that they're doing are at least $500+. But at least specifically Courtney's business is averaging about, I think, at least $1,000, $1,500 a job. And these jobs are knocked out within an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. The 3-hour jobs, I think, are normally $2,000+. So there's some money in that industry as well. Definitely look into it. This will be number 15, I believe, will be drop services is the next side hustle I recommend. And if you don't know what drop services is, it's basically, it's being a middleman in a sense. If you ever heard of drop shipping, which is basically being a middleman, you're finding a supplier, you create your own website and you source the products from the supplier, and then you have the customers. They buy from your website. You then take those orders and your supplier ships them out directly. So you never buy inventory. You only buy the inventory once the customer purchases it, and then the supplier ships it directly to the customer. So drop servicing also attaches to just offering your own digital services. And I'm gonna talk about that. Is there's a site called Fiverr where you can pretty much anything can be done online. You can find somebody to do it on Fiverr. So if you need a voiceover, if you need videos edited, if you need some type of document created, there's pretty much anything that can be done remotely is offered on Fiverr. I personally don't sell anything on Fiverr, but I love using Fiverr to get projects completed, whether it's having a website build or thumbnail made or whatever. I would use Fiverr for that. And the reason why it's called Fiverr is because prices used to start at $5. It was a $5 service site, but now the prices can go start at $5 on up to $300+. But the opportunity for you is if you have a service you can offer remotely, you can become a Fiverr seller and make a little money side hustling. Now, drop servicing can correlate with that too, because drop servicing is the same concept as drop shipping. Basically, what you create your company, whatever, your XYZ marketing, for example. You have Fiverr as your source for the services, right? So for example, say you want to start a logo making business. You name your company, we make logos, we make crazy logos. That might be the name of your business, whatever. Now all you do for your company, your only role is to find customers. So customers come to you, we make crazy logos, and then they're like, okay, we want a logo design. You're like, okay, I'm gonna charge you $100. Say, for example, you charge them $100, but you've already found somebody on Fiverr who'll make it for $50. That means all you have to do is acquire the customer. You make $50 without having to do actually any of the actual labor. Fiverr makes the logo for you. They bring it to you. You deliver it to your customer. That is drop servicing in simple terms. And for the last but not least opportunity, that I'm gonna recommend you guys. Number 16 is an Airbnb experiences. So earlier in this video, I talked about starting an Airbnb business with listing a property. But the other thing Airbnb offers is Airbnb experiences, and that is where you host an experience on the Airbnb's platform. So for example, if you're in a city that's tourism based, sell tours around the city. If you know a lot of history about the city, sell tours, sell restaurant tours where you you restaurant hop or you bar hop. Maybe you're a really good chef. Do a in-home live cooking experience for a group of people. Maybe you own a boat or jet skis. Post your boats or jet skis on Airbnb and host, a water tour, a water experience. Maybe, you have upsells where, you provide meals, alcohol, or even get more creative. If you have, say, husband and wife teams, if say as a guy you have a boat and jet skis, your wife does photography, you guys can sell an experience package of an experience on the boat experience, on the water experience with photography as an upsell too. Because people love posting pictures on Instagram. So you have your Instagram influencers and stuff. So people love their pictures taken so they can go flex on social media. So if you're really good, if you have a camera, plus those things, you can combine it for basically a double income. And so now maybe the boat ride cost $100 and you say you can do an upsell for $75 for photos to go along with that boat ride. And that's just a little idea of how you can get creative. Another thing you can do, when I was in Vegas, I was thinking to myself, a lot of people love coming to Vegas. It's a big tourist attraction. If you're good with the camera, I would sell photography sessions, photo sessions. Basically for maybe $100, $150, you take people around the city for a day and you take them photos in basically the best photos areas of the city. So take them out to the desert, do a dope photo shoot in the desert. Take them out to the strip, do a dope photo shoot in the strip. And that's where you can easily make, if you scale this thing up, man, I feel like that's a 6-figure business in itself. Easily you can make, 4 figures a month as a side hustle with that idea. So there you guys go. Right now, if you live in Vegas, take that idea, run with it, go make some money. And if you do end up making money, come back to the channel, leave a comment, let me know it worked out for you. But that is it, guys. That is the 16 side hustles I recommend for now in 2022. You can start making money. Hopefully learn something. Hopefully you'll take one of these side hustles and to go start a business. Tell me which one was your favorite in the comments below. I want to hear about it. Which one interested you the most? Which one are you going to do more research on? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with a friend. Share it on your Instagram, your Facebook accounts, and help me grow this channel to 100K. That's where we're going next, baby. 100K, it's all the way up. Anyway, guys, love you guys. Until next time, peace out.